This week has been an utter nightmare for Melania. She wanted it to be the big week of her movie release, and she tried to brag and say, look, it exceeded expectations in terms of the money it's brought in. No, it didn't. It was a complete and utter failure. You had a right-wing oligarch, Jeff Bezos, fund this thing to the tune of $75 million. You claim it made $7 million. It is a complete farce that you say it's successful. But we've dug deeper, Melania, and we've learned that it's possible the United States military has been forcing individuals who are in the military to see this movie as part of mandatory bonding exercises, and that it's not just isolated to a few military commanders. We're also learning that faith leaders, MAGA faith leaders, have instructed people who support them to buy Melania tickets in bulk. And we've also learned that people who want Donald Trump's endorsement, like candidates for Senate in Kentucky, have been buying bulk Melania tickets to the movie in order to try to get an endorsement from Donald Trump. How utterly pathetic can you get? And then, of course, there's the fact that Melania's name appears multiple times in the Epstein files, in my view, in quite grotesque ways. And again, I'm going to give you my view. I'm going to give you my opinion, but I'm going to share with you what the emails say. You had Melania had a nickname for Ghislaine and called Ghislaine G. And you had Ghislaine had a nickname for Melania and called her Sweet Pea. And in 2002, Melania sent an email to Ghislaine and said, hey, G, the New York Magazine article was great. You look great in the photo. Epstein comes out looking great in the article. And can we meet up soon, or let's hang out in Palm Beach? What words to that effect? You can read the exact email for yourself, but that's essentially what the email says. And then Ghislaine Maxwell responds and says, hey, Sweet Pea, I'm actually too busy right now to meet with you, but we should probably meet up soon. And thank you, and I appreciate it, and calls her Sweet Pea. I mean, the nickname was Sweet Pea. How grotesque can you be? But let's start off, though, by talking about these military leaders basically forcing people under its command, the soldiers under its command, to see the Melania movie. Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, wrote the following: MAGA-aligned military commanders are pressuring enlisted service members to go to the Melania movie and to bring their families. Troops at 8 different bases have complained. Schooley says, we're war fighters. We're not woke. Now get your asses in those theater seats and learn how to pick dresses for formal balls, okay? And as our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, so far it has been revealed that the White House faith director advisor is pushing group sales of Melania tickets to her email list. A GOP Congress member seeking Trump's endorsement for the Senate is buying Melania tickets in bulk and giving them to primary voters, and military commanders are pressuring troops to buy tickets. I got to give a hat tip to Jonathan Larson, because he's the one who really broke this story right here. And his article is Military Commanders Pressured Troops to Watch Melania. Service members at 8 U.S. military facilities report being encouraged to attend screening the First Lady documentary. Larson's a great reporter. Here's what he writes. Members of the U.S. military at 8 facilities around the world say they were encouraged or pressured to attend a screening of the new movie Melania, according to the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, MRFF. The MRFF typically doesn't identify its clients, as it refers to service members who seek MRFF help for fear of reprisals, but in an email shared with me, one MRFF client wrote that their combat unit was advised by the commander to join him and his wife at an off-base theater for a showing of Melania. Nobody that I know wanted to go, except for those that did not want to get jacked up by our unit commander for not attending, the service member wrote to MRFF. I am writing on behalf of a dozen of our unit members and families, of whom 9 are Christians and white. MRFF president and founder Mikey Weinstein told me Saturday that he received similar complaints from 7 other military facilities around the country regarding commanders pushing Melania viewings. Weinstein said that complaints came from a variety of branches and locations. The Pentagon did not address some specific questions about the movie, such as whether viewings are being encouraged by commanders, but said in a statement, "There is no Department of War directive requiring service members to see this film, though the film is fantastic. The MRFF represents thousands of military members forced, pressured, or coerced into unconstitutional religious observances. The combat unit commander in this case holds Bible studies, rewards attendance, and according to the MRFF client, has even worn MAGA red hats that he owns at many of these unit activity events. And according to the MRFF client's email, the commander requires attendance at 3 out of 4 such events to create a bond within our combat unit and its families every month. Such events were said to include softball, flag football, and the Melania movie. Failure to attend a minimum of 3 UAEs per month will be negatively reflected in our fitness reports. So people felt that they had to see the Melania movie as ordered by their commanders or else. You have that data point right there. The White House advisor pushed bulk sales for a Melania movie. Paula White-Cain, who's the senior advisor to the White House Faith Office, who is part of the National Faith Advisory Board. She's the president of this Trump-backed or Trump-supporting faith group of lots of people, says to basically buy group tickets. Melania movie in theaters this Friday. Why supporting this film is important. For years, our First Lady's story was talked about but never told, judged without being understood, and reduced when it deserved depth. Supporting this film is about standing up for grace over the noise, dignity over distortion, and for the truth. Let's take this film all the way to number 1. And it says, book with your group. So all of the various faith groups, they want to book bulk tickets for so that it inflates Melania's numbers.
Whether you're planting now or later, Fast Growing Trees has everything you need to make your dream yard a reality, starting with the best quality and selection of plants delivered to your door. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest online nursery with over 1,600 unique trees and plants. They've been delivering trees and plants since 2005, so they know how to do it right. They have all the plants that your yard needs, like fruit trees, privacy trees, flowering trees, shrubs, and so much more. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to get your dream yard. Order online and get your plants delivered directly to your door in just a few days without ever leaving home. Their Live and Thrive guarantee ensures your plants arrive happy and healthy, ready to thrive in your yard. All plants and trees are locally grown in the US and cared for by experts before they ship to you. So I ordered a lemon tree from Fast Growing Trees a few years ago at this point, and it is still going strong. Every time I walk up to my door, I get hit with the smell of fresh citrus. It's amazing being able to grow my own fruit right in my yard without hiring a landscaper or spending a fortune. Fast Growing Trees saved me easily like 90% of the cost of hiring a landscaper to do this for me, and I didn't have to give up an entire Saturday driving around to nurseries that may or may not have had what I wanted. No messy car, no wasted trips, no guessing. They delivered everything right to my door, and it actually thrived. This season, they have the best deals for your yard, including up to half off tons of plants and other deals. And listeners to our show get 20% off their purchase when using the code Meidas at checkout. That's 20% off their purchase at fastgrowingtrees.com using the code Meidas at checkout. MEIDAS. Now is the perfect time to plant. Use Meidas to save today. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply. Check out the link below or in the show notes and support the show.
How about this story that we broke? Andy Barr, the Congress member from Kentucky who's running for the United States Senate seat there, he put the following message out. Tomorrow, join Team Barr for a special event to celebrate Melania. We will be offering free limited tickets for the premiere of Melania right here in Kentucky. God bless our great First Lady of the United States. And he says free viewing, but he's buying out the theaters there to pack it with people. And you see there are people in the showing right there, and they're all there holding up Barr for Senate signs. And again, they're doing bulk buys to inflate the numbers of the Melania movie. I mean, again, how utterly pathetic can you be? Now, when Melania was asked about her connections with Ghislaine Maxwell, because I think that's That's not mentioned in the movie. But as I mentioned, I mean, here's the email from Ghislaine to Melania, dated January 1st of 2002. Sweet Pea, thanks for your message. Actually, plans changed again, and I'm now on my way back to New York. I leave again on Friday, so I still do not think I have time to see you, sadly. I will try and call, though. Melania was trying to meet with Ghislaine, and she was saying that Jeffrey Epstein, looked great in the New York Magazine story, where Donald Trump said that Epstein likes girls on the younger side. Great guy who likes girls on the younger side. So naturally, she should get asked the question, right? So she was asked this week, well, what do you think about Ghislaine Maxwell being moved to, your friend being moved to a minimum security facility? Here's what Melania responded. Play this clip.
Thank you, press.
We are here celebrating the release and the life of those two incredible people. So let's honor that.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're refusing to answer that question because you say we're here to celebrate the release of 2 American hostages from Israel. Then here she talks about those 2 hostages from Israel while promoting the Melania movie. Here, play this clip.
2023, and Keith was captured for 484 days. After Aviva was freed, she called me, wanted to see me, and we set up a meeting in New York in January 2025. It was an emotional meeting, and it is captured on camera and available to see in my new film, Melania.
And you may have seen this, but I want to show it to you as well. At the MeidasTouch network, we had to do some investigative reporting, and I just wanted to see, were people watching this movie? So we sent in a guy named Secret Service Sam to check out the movie and to check out theaters and to see if people were there. Nobody was there, at least in California, watching them alive. It was like one person. In one theater, there was 2 people. That was the most we saw. And then there was a whole theater. He went prime time movie slots, and there was nobody in the other theater. Here, play this clip.
What did you just tell me you said?
I mean, they're saying that people are paying they're paying people to watch the movie, so it's pretty empty.
Wow. That sounds like evidence of fraud. Secret Service Sam here for the MeidasTouch Network, and I am so excited because I am here outside the theater in Pasadena. This is the entertainment capital of the world, and I am here to see the Melania movie. Is this fraud? I'm not sure. It's packed. Patriot, Secret Service Sam here outside the Regal in downtown LA to see my final showing of Melania the movie. That guy just told me they've actually paid people to come see this movie, but I got the limited popcorn. Let's go in the theater and check this one out. I'm sitting in row F8, F for fraud. And I've been told I'm the only person in this showing. Now, this is laughable. They don't even have like a proper sign. Never seen anybody talk about their mom's death with such little emotion. He just told Melania that he won and she didn't give a shit at all. Dear G, how are you? Nice story about J.E. in the New York Mag. You look great on the picture. I know you are very busy flying all over the world. I've never seen so many people in a movie theater. How was Palm Beach? I cannot wait to go down. Give me a call when you are back in New York. Have a great time. Love, Melania. This is the best, most emptiest theater I've ever been in. This is great. I've never been able to stand in the front row of a movie. Nobody's asking me to sit down. This is great. Have you ever watched a movie this close? Is anybody in here? Give me an E. Give me a P. Give me an S. Give me a T. Give me an E. Give me an I. Give me an N. What's that spell? Epstein file. That is fraud. That is fraud. Nobody is in there. It was just me. Hey guys, how you doing? That Melania movie is terrible. Don't go see it, guys. Do not.
Now, by the way, that was Secret Service Sam. Did you notice that as part of the promotion that Bezos is doing, he's paying for all of the popcorn to be branded Melania and exclusive like Melania cups. And like, it's some real weird stuff going on, and at the heart of this though is my view, the Trump regime wants to depose Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton said, I'm happy to be deposed. Hillary Clinton's not in the Epstein files at all. Melania's in them in significant ways. At least in my opinion, those are significant ways. Okay, so let's have Melania sit for a deposition. Or we don't want to sit for a deposition. Why don't you answer the questions? You want to be a public person and start promoting your movie, then answer really the truth about your dark past. How did you get to the United States? What was Paolo Zampoli's role in that? Why would you lie about graduating college when you didn't graduate college? Why would you lie about that? What was really the purpose of you going to the Kit Kat Club to meet, and that's how you met Donald? What really went down there? What was the extent of your relationship with Ghislaine? What was your relationship with Jeffrey? To me, those are fair game questions. And Melania threatens to sue anybody who asks those questions. Oh, well. We have a First Amendment opinion speech right to ask these types of questions. And then when she threatened Michael Wolff and Michael Wolff sued her, she didn't countersue. She just tried to run away and avoid service so that she doesn't get served with the complaint, just running away. Cowardly. Anyway, there we go. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million, and thanks everybody for watching.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.